Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. We're doing some more a game a div today. Cringe. Hello, Fruity. Welcome on. Hope you're doing well today. Press B to press the B button. Hope you're having a good day. We're doing some more game div on the game. We have designed the 10 basic levels, and really there's only one level to go, which is the final level, which is a culmination of all the skills and lessons learnt up to now. Up to this point, I was happy designing it this way, but I think I could have made more intricate and more puzzling levels if I'd just given all the abilities and found another thing, a reason to collect bits and what. But I'm still with what I've done. We'll see how things go, and I can always I guess throw some goldie bolts in situations where you require the abilities to go back into a level to get all the goldie bolts, so you can reuse a level. The dating sim mechanics finished out. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be like a whole dialogue tree system and everything, and like the little guy. Look at him. Remodel it took maybe like 30 minutes to make and get into the thing. Not so bad. But yeah, I'm happy with what we've made so far in the time that we've made it. That music is too loud for me. I'm gonna dip that down a bit more. I don't know if it's too loud for y'all, but louder than I like it. Damn you, why can't I have like a precise way to change the audio on? I guess I could just turn my main volume down. Okay, about there. Oh, that's good. A grueling 30 grueling minutes. What's 30 grueling minutes, sorry? I have a small fine brain. I don't even remember what else I said. So yeah, like I guess we can use the abilities that we've got now to go through. Once we're like with the base level settled, we can just I guess put in like little things where like aliens can go in and get a goldie bolt. Oh, right. 30 grueling minutes. It was pretty. He's such an inspiration and a muse that like kind of just came together very well. He's very glistening. I did give him a little booty. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. He's still got the little booty. Can't forget the booty. It's his best angle. Deadsun's not paying the bills. Gooby is with that booty. Yeah, we got the levels, and we can like pretty up everything as we need to, but for the purposes of it, the game it playable before pretty been doing. That's the reason why we've been just focusing on purely mechanics and the levels and how you beat the levels and whatnot. Well, we still have to finish Alien. Amazing Alien is the one that I want to touch up for sure. But I'm doing Amazing Alien off stream because it's more of a puzzle level, so I want to completely put the puzzle out there. Like Tentacle Hills. Well, I put the first level is a take on Green Hills, which is just Purple Hills. Because there's two fit. The names of these things are up to, like, I'm not really sold there. Purple Hills is the first one there, but this one I just kind of threw together upward battles. It doesn't relate to anything, just going upwards, so that one can change for sure. And you come up with something witty. Indigo Hills is also fitting. I just figured Purple Hills, Purple Deadsun, you know. already on the, somewhat on the same brain cell there. Yeah. I also changed the double jump. I was getting very frustrated with the double jump that I had in place. Before I just had the normal jump maquette thing, but there's so many situations where this is not firing off because you'll go along and like because of this uneven surface, you'd be like a millimeter off like on the thing and it wouldn't jump. So there was so many situations where you'd be like off the thing and you just get the one jump. So I changed it so that it's just got 2 launches. You can sidetrack with the maker. How could I forget the most important thing about making a game? Making it go viral before it even has a game. We also still have Boomy's Basics to sort out as well. Oh, this is another one as a Sonic reference, flying around at the speed of sound. 2 Sonic references. Boomy's Basics is over here. Secret level. Yeah, it's been feeling a way more functional having the 2 launches rather than because even if you do just drop down a little bit, it's still not that bad of an issue. You might be able to get a little bit more distance now. I don't think there's any problems with that. There's not going to be any questions. If there is, I can just readjust things. Yeah. And the ARG leads to Deadson's real house, right? find Deadson's real house in space, millions of years ago. I don't think you can get over there with just the double jump, right? Right, but you can't quite get there. I gotta check this, otherwise it's gonna be a big issue later on. Oh. But with the abilities that we've learnt now, we've got to make an ultimate level, of which I don't know what it's gonna be called. Just make a level with a placeholder name. We can change the name of the level. The teleporter is just we need a name now. Dang, Fritzy beat you here. He did beat you here. But you got the first redeeming. Now, is this the version of the thing that has the broken ponytail? No. Yeah, okay. So I fixed the ponytail, and I threw that version over here, but it's not actually working. And I also had a system where I could reposition the slime army. So I've been playing around with some different tracking, which moves your the relative location around. So I've had to like change that, but yeah. Also, welcome on and saying yes. For your jump. You do it time right on the overworld level. I think it just is getting. I think it should just be like the 2 jumps. There is no like, it's just teleporting you back, so like you should still only get 2 jumps. I don't think you get anything out of it. I need to make it here. See if I can, yeah, I can bring it up without any issues. Not responding. Make sure not, yeah, okay. You guys are gonna hopefully show this off, and hopefully it will not crash my thing. But this will be the Slommy will be redesigned. And this is one of the design. This is part of that. I'm not sussed yet on everything. Like I accidentally used the skin modifier here, and it like did that. I'm like, it looks cool, but are people just gonna say that's like Spider-Man webbing or something? Like the Spider-Man suit. What was that? The floob. That's awesome. And there's the Gooby. Yeah, this is part of the Fly Mommy redesign character they've been working on. The new face. I've never been 100% on the face of this model. But yeah, it took a long time to model the face, and like if I model the entire face, I guess I'm model the rest of the thing. I still want to keep the same sort of like aspect of like the design that I've got here, as you can see with the coat and the kind of the pants and whatnot. And there'll be the long big hair thing. Screenshot. Screenshot. Don't steal my IP. OC, do not steal. There's a private message for that. I was like, when I was coming up with hair colors and everything, I was like, I was like, oh, this purple, and then I put this blue in, and I realized this just is Project Melody hair colors, isn't it? So yeah, but I guess yeah, these are all modifiers. So they're not gonna look like this. They're not gonna look like sausages. I need to actually. I want to look into hair stuff. They actually like, you know, but these are like placeholders because I just wanted to see it. Placeholders. Pressing the B button. But yeah, it won't be a slummy anymore. That's the main thing. The slummy won't be the name of the character. Much, or even Slimami. Much to some people's dismay. This is gonna be more of a less of a part of me and more of an like assistant. I really want to get like the thing that I want to do is to get like a text to speech inside the Unreal to like have her, you know, speak in text to speech. So it's just about finding the right text to speech that I want and feeding the text from like a redeem into that as well. And yeah, rather than like using PTS from like downloads or anything like that, it uses just the Unreal Engine's PTS. I know there's some out there of what's it call it? There's I think you can do like the Amazon ones and put those in there, but I'd have to find a voice that I even would want. And I don't even hate the TTS that's like built into the Unreal Engine. It's robotic, which is like what I want. I want like a robotic. I do want a robotic-y kind of TTS. That's the idea of the character, that it's going to be like a robot, robotic android kind of character. Kind of solution, like, and I'll play with get the tears gone. Yeah, so oh, wrong one. Speech. Yeah, you've got the text-to-speech that's already built into the thing. It's very simple. It's like you can get it up pretty easily. But I know there's other ones on find it. For nothing. Don't want to show off any of my other right fab. I'm gonna use fab to show this off. Use fab. Nothing. Gucci. Text to speech. Could give Mandy a voice. Mandy can speak. So you had built-in tears. Yeah, but it's like very hello, how are you? Kind of, you know, roboty, which is good, but yeah. Amazon Poly text to speech is one. It's like $30, $230. But yeah, that's one of them. It uses the Amazon servers, I think. Or you got other ones here, so it's about finding the one that I want for the situation. Humanity users moustache. Maybe the voice that you choose could be very starchy. Let her scream. There, the voice. Just be my. Though I kind of want it to be. So, I don't know what version it's available for, but there is also voice recognition inside Unreal Engine. So like I kind of wanted the Unreal Engine to listen to me. It'd have to listen to my microphone as well, so that like if I said like yeet, they would like pump me like a football or something, like, you know, kick me across the overlay, or just do some sort of thing because of that. And it'd be like a game where y'all try to get me to say something, and it like creates its own redeem sort of situation. I don't want to go yeah, I don't want to go full Neurosama, where I'm creating like an AI to like really listen into chat and everything. Nothing like that. But I do want to like create something that, you know, is along the lines of a helper. Because it would be the funnier thing, because most people do have like a, you know, a character with a tiny little helper. Yeah, I'll be the tiny little thing with a bigger helper. Blommy AI. I don't know enough about AI to be able to do that sort of stuff. Like I look at behavior trees and in here. Can you just like listen to me for a second? I'm probably gonna go into that. Not here, is it? Behavior trees. Yeah, I look at the behavior tree and it's just like, do the thing, select sequences and do the thing, remove twos and do the thing. I'm just like, I've used them before, but they're really finicky whenever I've tried to use them. That chat during your time will become unhinged. Yeah, I'm all good. And I remember some of the early days of Neurosama and getting banned. Some videos on that, but it's usually Gaffman. It's good for now. Okay, we need to. Yeah, I just want a simple like text to speech. That's fine. Require final round. Okay. Yeah, this world's gonna be like, yeah, like I said, the culmination of like all of the mechanics together. So we've got to keep that in mind when we're designing it. Yeah. Let's start with the usuals, the kill box and everything. 5, 1, 2, 3. Where my numlock is off. Damn. Reference to that. I've been slowly cutting up the teaching UE5 to friends video. But yeah, given that it was like a 4-hour video, I think I'm like I've got 30 minutes of it cut so far. So as in like there's 30 minutes that has been it's been trimmed into so far, and there's still rest of the thing to go. I think I've gone through maybe an hour to two. I think about an hour and a half of the footage, so probably be able. There's a lot we can probably trim back as well when I go through it again. I'm doing the first pass, I guess, and then like as I'm like editing and like zooming in and focusing on things, I'll be able to like see what's more necessary to keep in over time. Yeah, I don't want it to be too long. Want to click that so we don't add that into that thing like we did with like some of the objects. Okay. Gucci. Skip that and move up for a second. Okay. I guess I didn't show the full completion of DS Primer, which is the MC Ishk. I've added in the quote unquote doors. At the moment they're just blocks that kind of block the way to go. And as you're going through, you will see them. The doors will open up. There will be like covers over these things anywhere. But the doors will yeah. There's that one just up there, which is now revealed. Because yeah. I'll put when I'm actually modeling this thing, this giant cube, I will put in covers over the top for the door and just leave the doors as doors. But for the sake of blocking off the ability to cheat the level, I covered the entire part of it. Why does that not have a cover? Right, because that's where you go. Bad, not bad. Go that way, this way. I got confused which way we were supposed to go. I'm not gonna make this, am I? Okay. And from what I said last time as well, the fact that I was like worried, how am I gonna do like shortcuts? You'd have to do the whole entire thing again if you missed one, but now it's like, okay, well, I can just, you know, oh, not there. Okay, I meant to go over to there. You can just like get into like you can use the you can go into the things now. Now that the doors are unlocked, you can actually cheat in them in. See, that door is the you don't have to go through them in sequence. You just kind of have to get into it, but they're locked until you've gone through the teleporter that unlocks them. You need to wait until that's going down. No, we're good. Okay, now. But. Jump that over to here. Maybe. And this is my favorite part. I'm happy with how this played out. Dong. Yeah! Very, Sonic-y, I guess. Bam! That's the MC Escher-esque world that this will be. The bounce pad should make a bonk sound. They could do. There will be sound effects and whatnot as I go through, and you know, actually fully work through the thing. And also, hello, next, welcome on in. With this level, do you get to the Green Hill Zone? Well, nah, you in this. Oh, something failed there, but I don't care enough to find out. I think it's just because something would have broken there. That something would have happened there doesn't actually break it. The first level is the Purple Hills Zone. Senpai? Since that's sensei to you, thank you very much. Oh, please. Hope you're having a good day. Trying to get extra credit. Let's create the final round. We're on the final round, Nick. We're on the final round. It's the final round, yeah. I'll be right, strike. If I sing this song. Up, down, left, right, hold A, press start. What is that one? Oh, the Konami. I don't know that one. I only really know the Konami one. Have you seen the Gooby? Nix? I don't know if you saw the Gooby on Deadsun and in Rusty's Discord. I made a little image in the fan art thing saying I'm pivoting the game's design to be a Gooby dating sim. And I modeled a little gooby as well. With a little gooby booty.
This is so unfair.
Alright, back to round one. Okay. How are we starting this? Good up we go. Let's go vertical first before we go out. Power dating sim today, but I have no idea if it's... Nah, I think they intentionally did that to make people think that it's going to be an April Fool's joke, but it's got a Steam listing and everything. They know their audience, I guess. I never got into Powered. That was very popular, and everyone was playing it, but I don't know. I just didn't I didn't know what staying power it had at the time. I never really got into it. I don't buy a lot of new games, as is. Although I did buy one Diablo 1 like game called Tower of Kalimonvo, which has been pretty interesting. It's like a roguelike Diablo 1, where you don't really go to a town. There are NPCs you can interact with as you go along, but like you kind of have to yeah, it's a pretty vicious game. It doesn't want to really give you any handouts. Can't really switch to engines and it was just meh. I didn't even know they switched engines. I didn't really keep up with it. It was stuff that I just didn't know. I'm always hesitant with craft survival games on what their end goal is. Like Forest, Subnautica, the other one that I played. Ones that have an actual story like in position, not just purely about being a survival game. You know? Those ones more interest me than ones that just have like, oh, you can do all this stuff. Like, even like Minecraft. There's only so much time I can play with Minecraft. There's so much time you can spend playing Minecraft and like doing the same thing over and over again. It doesn't appeal to me. So yeah, got a little bit of a letdown. I wonder if it was because of what the issues would have been because of that. Why they would have done that. I did it in Minecraft using that bit. I'm all good. I did make a combination lock when I was playing on Fadeless Swords Minecraft server. I did make a combination lock, which was pretty cool. I think I'd do that. I had like you can input your own code and everything. Pretty dang flexible of a it's binary, so calling binary flexible is like is an understatement, I guess. But you know, it's crazy that it's just inside the game like that. And I don't even know if it fully had the intention to be as advanced as it became. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I was playing a bit of I don't know if I see it. I was playing a bit of this Minecraft private server thing called 2004 Escape Lost City. It's based off of the 2004 version of RuneScape, which is the point in time where RuneScape became it turned into its second version, so like became RuneScape 2. And it's been very, very interesting to see the changes that have been made over time, just to really see just how far the game has come. And it's insane how much the game has changed over time. I'm gonna learn how to break the game. Hopefully, if it picks up into the speedrunning community and sells like 1 billion copies, I'll shout everyone some noodles. I could be the one paying the noodles. Do a frame perfect bonk fart to warp the screen. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, I've created a simple I've created a simple like thing, but like it's still physics based, so like someone could figure out some way to like just like absolutely cheat the system to like, you know, have this fly you all the way up to the top if they do like the correct like way of doing things. Maybe you would need to like land on the thing there. I'm gonna move this over to here. Go over the yeah. We're gonna pay extra for the Chinese add-ons so the text goes by. Pay to win, pay to win, pay to win. Nope. Go. Oh, I just used up one of my jumps. That was actually bad. Oh, my last jump, I should say. I don't think that's intended to take you up that high. Not intended, is it? Still just... What's going on there? Oh, right, because... Wait. Yeah, so it's actually taking you up higher. It's still persisting on keeping them going up higher and higher, even though they're out of the box. That's why I'm adding the. That's why I'm adding it in now. I'm adding the Gooby dating sim now, so that I can profit off that. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Can you get already? Gooby swimsuit DLC. I'm gonna have to release a patch so that on certain camera angles that you can't see up Gooby's shirt. And then just oop, oop, obey. Out to Nia for that upscratch. I think I remember that. Like you try to do that and like doesn't it like, kick the camera or something? Or is I'm misremembering? Oh, so what would we wear? Oh, that's the thing. It's gonna be extra DLC to get, provide even more. So you got this, the bikini, you got the one piece, and all the other swimsuits. I definitely know the names for. Adding this because I don't want them to step on the actual fan part. It's gonna be block. Oh, why are you doing that? Why do that? Why do that when you cannot? And I hate that it does that. 6. Just not. That would be great. Mesh micro sling. That I don't know if I don't think I want to look that up on a on a stream. Just need another cube. They have that good old programming art. Yeah. Think of this as a fan deal. The VTuber wear, yeah, that's the judgment, I guess. And a VTuber will wear that on Twitch and not get demonetized or banned. It would be like an maybe that we'll consider that as the extra DLC. The ending outfit for Deadsun once they finally get out of the trash can. Dead rotation. What kind of rotation angle are you on? It's the Z, just to make sure you never know sometime. Get right. As a precaution, because I don't want to go into the hundreds of billions of things, I'm going to add a thing to just stop it from greater than or equals to 60 reset. Pulse wise, that should reset it back to 0, so it's not constantly going on and on and on and on until like a stupidly high number that can't process and then it's gonna crash the game. Based on the which I'm saying. True, I could do that. How quickly you beat the game? Just, it's like what's-it-called, Metal Gear Solid's emblems that you can earn for beating the game in certain ways. Oh, that was a feature in Metroid? I was thinking more of a Metal Gear with that one. Blah blah blah. Right, and the actual other check of on. Turn on. Wait, no, I don't need that. Literally just thing. Lay there. Lay. I'll make sure it's Gucci. There's a Deadsun more or less. But it's that weird thing of like as a slime, I am technically naked right now. If I put on clothes, does it become more scandalous or less? Wonder if Midget Pump that would be I guess some people's game of the year. And yeah, current. Okay. Rather than messing up the ones I already have, the other level, I'm just gonna take those ones. I'll just put it on the actual fan itself. Guess we put it on the fan itself, and then I can actually control each. I can actually control the launch speed of that. This is the problem. Like, I was out of the collision box there, but it was still launching me up because I was holding things. I don't know why. Ancient like
Evil needs no arms. Watch.
for mobility. Where's those sling battle armor? Okay. I'm getting a lot of different. I've never actually like really played the Metroid games. It's funny, like I've never really been into platformers, but that's been the games that I've actually made. Maybe I'm trying to scratch. It's not like not like I'm gonna say like those are bad. They're definitely not bad. I know they're good games and everything, but I just don't know if they've been my thing. Maybe I need to give it more another go. Wait. I have a fan here. Put an air current here. And next, if you're ever wondering, if you're trying to like move things around in here like this, you just hold shift and you can move around with the item itself rather than having to go like that. A little bit easier to go whee. Get to know thing. I'll give you little tips here and there as I'm doing things. Fans. I should just make it the same thing, right? I don't have to like work with two different blueprints referencing each other. Okay. Copy and paste, why not? Fix it as I go. Already has a box that it has to but it's the wrong size box. Duplicate and box. Dirty. Now. There we go. Yeah, we know it's a bad blueprint because it's not the right things. Okay, do we might I'm worried about getting rid of the mechanic that resets the stamina to 20. Because it's not in the other ones. I don't want you to learn one habit from the ones that are in the other level for it to now be out of these ones. But it could be the fact that these are fans that it... We'll keep it for now and see how it feels. Either way. Is it on? If it's on, sequence. Over to here. Get the spaghetti over there, please. I already had my spaghetti for dinner. Don't need any more. And power. This box to be the one that it wants to care about. Set relative location by a variable that is edible. Thing that I was told I should get. I realize I shouldn't have. What's the game? More Paschetti. Get all the Paschetti out there. Box. Hint. Box. Who needs to label? Actually name their variables. 30, 30, 30. 100. Oh, 1. The Gucci. Yeah, that's how you do things smartly. Smartly, right? It isn't to buy it for you, that's why. It was in a bundle, I was told. The arcade beat up with maiden cops. And ask question. Okay. I'm scared to even consider looking that up. But I guess maybe it's not something you want to play on stream. Someone messing around with you, trying to get you banned. You don't need that anymore. Superfluous. We do want a cube attached to the fan box. Cube. But I don't actually know if it will work. The box extent changing. It doesn't change with the other one, so now it's just going to be purely, you have to figure it out. I think I just Vivian Spraz. That would mean it wasn't a reflex. Yeah, I figured that would be. That's what I would say. Just simply saying maiden, I feel like it's just, you know, that word that, you know, you don't want to play this on. Here, what was here? On stream. Nothing was here. Because it's not needed. Why is it there? It's not needed. Okay, we delete. We don't need. We're gonna make that instance editable just so that we can like test these things without having to like do the thing real quick. I want to have a box extent 1000. That's not enough at all. That's not nearly enough. That's not good enough. 2000, 2000. There we go. Pure. It's spinning around like it's. Oh, okay. First error. This is a block wall, not a overlap. Lap all. I didn't want to put. I wanted to put the yeah, the because I don't want that thing that's moving to detect it. Whoa. For some reason it's still. So if you get what I'm saying, see it. There it goes 2020, 2020, and now it's going down, but I'm still going up more than intended because take a look at the code. Let's try to take a look at the code, but I enlarged it earlier to take a good screenshot of Booby. But see how it's doing that. We can see that it's not going into here, and until I'm gliding, it does it. Yeah, it's still launching you up. What happens if I just let go as soon as I hit the now it's stopped. So for some, I guess it's because it's still got the gravity scale of gliding. That's why it's going up. Okay, that's probably it. I deserve next. Gotta have that one person that you know falls for the that sorts of things, you know. The fireworks. Hello, Power Cane. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for the 10 months. I appreciate it. I'm grabbing the bottle. Yeah, sorry, I know it's coming. A little bit of ice with that one. On my tongue. How are you? Hope you're having a good day. Doing more game dev. Now our thing now. I wanted to balance out my game dev to playing games ratio, and unfortunately I apparently just completely turned it in the other direction. Well, not unfortunately, fortunately. I'm being productive. So it's a good thing. You need to go sleep. All good, all good. Did that not play? I didn't hear him. Did I turn off the sound alerts? I think I turned them off. Yeah, I turned them off because sorry, I turned them off because that was for the thing. My bad. It didn't play. Yeah, it was off because I turned it off for the video of teaching people UE5. But yeah, if you have to sleep, it's all good. I hope you have a good night's sleep, and subbing for stopping by. Appreciate it. No idea. Are you familiar with the show Home Movies? American Home Movies? I know. Was that American Funniest Videos, or is this a different thing? What's the idea for? Is it for this specifically, or for some other plan you have? I don't even know if we'll finish this level, and this is gonna be a long level. Oh, it's a different thing. Okay. But yeah, I don't know specifically about home movies in terms of if you're talking about like you know the ones your parents would take of you when you're young. I've got like many of those for me. That's what you're referring to. Wait, what? Is this a joke that when oh Deadsun, that would be it. Watch the show. Okay. Yeah, no, I've not I've never heard of this home videos movies before. Yeah. Damn. Hold on. That one. Yeah, I'm gonna copy these ones because I don't have to. I just. Yeah. getting it there. There was probably another way that I could have just entered it over to here. That'd be a nice thing. Oh. Yeah. Jump. Too early. I mean, no, no, no. No! We're cheating. We're cheating. Jump. Then we get the. Or do we didn't actually have to jump? Oh, we did have to jump for the Okay, so that one's a little bit harder to make now, so I changed it. Put to 2000. Oof, 1000. Yep. We're good. Let's put a launcher here for the last one. Oh, wait, no, what am I doing? I need to actually finish coding this thing. Blueprints, actor, ban button. PP. If you send me on like Discord, like share it, or even or in your like, what is Fruitsy talking about thing, okay, I can look into it and see what it's about. Unless you just want to keep it a secret from Deadsun, like an inside joke. Also, ads coming up. Ads starting soon. I'm doing what I always do this. Why double up my work? We have a button that works. That's the thing that hasn't been going off. Why hasn't this been going off? I just realized that it hasn't been... Or is it just so it doesn't go off if it's me that's saying things in there? I wonder. We have a button already on platforms. It's this one. Ban button. BP. I feel like this is going to cause an issue if I try to drag this over there, because there's one already there, even though air currents. We're all good. We're all good. Ban buttons BP. But we want this to be for the alien to activate. The alien is the actor that will activate this. This timer, don't I? We don't need this one. I need the other one. Ones that are pressable multiple times. What the?
I will hide your keys beneath the cushions of your upholstered
Please.
furniture, and
Pressed.
never more will you be
Okay,
able
this
to
is the one we
find
want.
socks that match.
Fan button BP. Again, pretty air currents. Gucci. Obscure cartoon. Is a dynamic between two characters. That would be funny if you replaced them with. Okay, that's where I gotta look at the. I thought you were saying Nyx and you have an idea, but saying okay, you're saying the Nyx. Okay. That makes that works better in my brain. What, reset button isn't a thing here? A thing. It is a thing. Right. Oh, because it's not a it's not a part of this. No. Is this the wrong one as well? Good enough. So when the alien is stepping on them and pressed is not pressed, let it do yes, and they'll be pressed. Problem is, it doesn't work. One doesn't work as well, does it? This isn't the button that I need. Because if you destroy the alien while it's on it, it's just gonna stay active anyway. It'll break the button probably. Need one that just it's constantly ticking. I need a constantly ticking one. Fine. Rid of. Oh, almost deleted the one that actually mattered. We'll go back to that. We'll fix this out. We'll fix this. Okay, when it's pressed, it'll do the thing, but it needs to be off of an overlap, so sequence is overlapping. Will never give me the thing that I want it to. So I gotta have the actual thing that I want it to overlap with first. Is overlapping. This is probably horrible to have so many like things going off text, but eh. Right. And so many cast. You just do character. Deadsun. I never know what's the procedure. I know you shouldn't have this just constantly triggering every second, so that's why you do it this way. I don't know if there's any other way to do it more efficiently. Have this sort of system always constantly checking to see if it's over. Wait, no, I've not got the wrong thing as well. How do as alien. Yeah, delete it. Delete it. Delete it. Goes into there, and that's what causes pressed. And bam, bam. The button is not interesting enough. Okay. Yeah, when I'm doing these, I'm gonna put like an alien symbol on them to know that that this is the alien one versus the Deadsun one. That'll be the way that we can identify them. We'll go back to here and reset grid. Burp. Burp. Burp, burp, burp. 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 Good. Back further. About like that a little bit. Bam. A switch only aliens can use. Light. Angular light. I have to probably come back to this and actually do it properly because the lights won't be very good in here. It doesn't have the same lighting as in this mode because I'm running on a scalability. That's why everything looks kind of like weird. The bright because I'm running in scalability like maximum. Okay. There. Not so much a puzzle, more just as a thing. Okay. I was thinking about what to do for because I realized once you get to the very end of once you get the last ability, there's no need for the bolts anymore in the 9th and 10th level. So I was thinking of adding something to buy at the very end. It could be like something silly, but something still had to have a reason to put like the bolts that are being put into the game. Be able to buy those, you know. it's the more that I think about it, yeah, I'm gonna have to like, I'm gonna need to have to write out, not write out. I'm gonna have to figure out the way that things get saved, because we can't have them getting bolts that have already been collected. Otherwise, you could just keep farming bolts off of the first level. So I'm gonna do the save for each thing. Remember what's been picked up, which hasn't been picked up, when to spawn them, and all that jazz. Which is why I've said it before, when you're creating a save system, you've got to make sure you know precisely everything that's going into that save beforehand. So that's why I'm not doing the save system now and saving it for later. These get all turned off. Okay. My fan. My only fans. Fans BP. Get on. That's what happens when you create a reference that's like really hard to with. Okay, on. And you go on. Also, you build a mech for the NK bus. That would be something special. Sort of like a Tails in a Sonic 06 or Sonic Adventure. Sorry. A gooby mech. I mean, I guess Deadsun would like that, being a fan of Transformers. Okay. Everyone look away for a second while I create this quote-unquote puzzle. This very elaborate puzzle. You can't know the solution to this puzzle. You're not allowed to know. Cheating if you look and try to, like, you know, claim you're the speedrun champion of this game when it comes out. Make sure. Oh, doesn't work. Pulling out, summon the alien. Turning on, is it? What is wrong with it? What did I do wrong? Is it alien? Oh, because you not okay, can't actually get a reference to it. I'd have to do it like this. Or I'd have to try and recast it every time. I have to recast it every time it thing. Congrats on the first boba. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. Why didn't do a sound? I swear I had a sound thing for that. You know, the post game equipment and crafting. Gotta think about New Game Plus for sure. You can play the game with all in a mix, so you just breeze through the levels. 81. Oh, 80 stream streak. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And the only one that I have the highest on is Deadsun's, which I always keep an eye out just to make sure. Are they live right now? No, okay, no, they just responded. Okay, that's what you've done. You've added me about it. The thing. Oh, okay. These characters do look somewhat familiar. I'm not familiar with them, but they do look familiar. I have seen them before, but I've never actually seen where they were from. Once it unlocks the online multiplayer, you need the bots to keep up the stats. You have to pay. Then you can you have to pay to get get the extra bolts. The game gives you a limited amount of bolts, but you have to keep paying for them to keep playing. And then there's a battle pass. All the good stuff. Yeah, this doesn't feel right. So it might actually do something different here. We're gonna do this. This is too much of a. This feels too heavy of a thing. So we don't want every single one of these. Call it. What we'll do. Okay, thinking. We'll do it. This comes back to the same problem, doesn't it? Where if you destroy it, it turns it off. We can keep that one there, so that when the alien, so when it's pressed, it gets set to pressed, it'll go through to here, and make sure that you're constantly on the thing. Hello, Mr. Carrot on the YouTubes. I just made the logo from Mario. Nice, nice. Always good to have that for you. Yeah, I have not thought about any sort of art assets for this so far. I realize it's enabled, and then I realize it's enabled. Yeah, an icon. Yeah, it's always hard being in New Zealand for icons. Sorry, icons. For April Fools, because like it's already like well past April Fools technically, or like it's supposed to be after 12 p.m. You're the fool if you try to fool other people. So yeah, it's well past that for us right now, but everyone's already like going into that phase of doing it because everyone gets to it over the thing. Yeah, so okay. So when they're not overlapping, it will do that. When they're not overlapping, it will do that. So that's cautionary for if you just delete the alien. We need to add the one overlap. Well, it was in at lunchtime though. I thought that was the ruling. Like after 12 p.m. if you try to fool people, you're the fool. Isn't that the rule? You can get iron bolts in the game, and then steel bolts you can get from season winners. Yes, you gotta pay for the premium currency to actually, get the good stuff. The model for that spooky, scary guy. That's nice. It's going. I hope development is going well for you, Mr. Carrot. Animation. Damn. Are you solo developing your game? That's how I've done most of mine. My projects. Boom. How if I go trick or treat after you 12 p.m. Do I don't think it applies to Halloween's different, but I think on April Fool's it's supposed to be I swear that's the rule. Like, let me look it up. April Fool's after 12 p.m. Is that just like a New Zealand thing that? Why do April Fool's Day jokes stop at 12 p.m.? How it started? At least I'm not gaslighting myself. At least. You can get 2 bolt water when you bring your new players in with your passive. Get 20 people signed up for 5 bolts. Everything I know, but I can't get the animation play. I get the animation to play. Using an animation graph, or it must be you're in real, right? Yeah. Yeah. Are you using an animation graph, or are you just using play animation? play montage.
Evil needs no
Might be it.
arms.
Using something like that, or you're using yeah, the animation graph. I have limited experience with animation graphs. I know how to make my characters like do a little dance, then go back to standing in one position. That's like a rule made by people who are morning people. Probably. Yeah, it's the only like that's what I've grown up knowing. So when it's pressed, it will do the thing, and when it's whenever either the alien walks off, it becomes unpressed, so then it stays unpressed and they stay off. Should fix that issue of the aliens being boomed. There we go. It's been pressed, unpressed, pressed, unpressed. And it looks like it's still it's unpressed. Good. This is what we want. Yeah. I put image from Blender into Unreal Engine. I need know if I need to make a montage or what. It depends on what you're trying to do. If they're only doing one simple animation, I guess you probably wouldn't. Let me check. Animation blueprint. Or create blah blah blah. You've got your thing. It's the animation. If it's just playing one random thing, you do that. But if you have to have them like walking and then if you wanted to have them walking and then do the animation, like whatever it depends on what your character's doing. You'd have to set up a state machine, which you take that, you like state idle, you go off into like a state walking, and then probably you could either go off of walking or off of here animation, and you'd have your idle in here. So you'd play an idle here. You'd have your walk in here, but you'd maybe want something depending on how fast you're going and all that. You know, it can get very when you're factoring in like different vectors of like how fast they're going and all that sort of stuff. It can get a bit more. Which from why I made it, but I was trying to make it play and then delete itself when you touch a trigger box. Okay. Also, I guess a MLM quest. I'm not MLM. And one of what you did establish something really unflattering canon. Well, and then Deadsun can just turn around and just say it's not canon, just like Star Wars usually does, right? That they wait for fans' reactions and then like, oh, don't worry, it's not canon. But yeah, you do something like this, and you put in here little back and forth. So if you say get the velocity of your character, you can set it to make that the activator for there. You can even like set it up to have like this as well. If you wanted to have the animation play here, you'd set a boolean in here off of the character. Maybe try get pawn owner, and maybe you'd try and do a cast. You try and get the character. I think you'd have to set it up in the event graph to get the character first, and then you'd get this state of what that character is in. So if the character is in the animation mode that can play that, they would start playing their animation. Otherwise, they'd be either doing idle or walking, depending on, yeah, that's how I understand animation graphs and how you'd play an animation. Yeah, I'd probably have to see more of what you've got to know fully how to help with that, but that is still one of the best things about Unreal, though, is YouTube definitely has a lot of tutorials on how to, like, you know, do these things. Pretty Gucci. Oh. Alien should have activated that now. Right. Let me just check to see if that's visually doing it. Okay, yep, that turns off. What? Nice. Being productive. Always good to be alright, I haven't actually. Good to be productive. Doing stuff and things. Are more popular than source material. Look at it! Look, everyone. Here's a completely original character. They're called Deadsun. DeadsunPrime. I guess I probably shouldn't have used Deadsun. Now that I'm thinking about that, that's not a good title. That's really not a good title. Oh, ignore that. We'll have to adapt to it. The Deadsuniverse. The extended Deadsuniverse. The name of the thing in the trash can. The thing in the thing in the trash can is DeadsunPrime. They are a space octopus YouTuber friend. I could probably give you one sec. I'm long time ago, I made a joke about a game I was gonna make for Deadsun called Deadsun's Mystic Quest, and it was just a simple. You get in. It was basically this, and it was a platformer note of four platforms, and you jumped between the 4 platforms and got some beans, and they went fart, and then you jump into the fire and he dies, and it makes a big loud sound of him dying, sort of thing. And that was basically it. And then from that, Deadsun was like really hyped about the game, and I didn't. Well, I was working on other things at the time, so I didn't have the time to, you know, focus on Deadsun's Mystic Quest. And as time went on, my projects thinned out, and I decided to actually fully develop this because it's been great to learn how to do new things as well. Even if, like, it's a silly game, but hey, it's fun to make at least. It's all you need to want to make games is to just have fun while doing it. Deadsun or Deadsun. Important. Yeah, it's an important distinction. We're retconning the name. To something else. We'll figure it out in post. We'll day one patch it because yeah. Can't get in. Yeah, so that yeah, but yeah, Deadsun's another Unreal Engine VTuber friend, and yeah, I thought I'd make the game because it was a funny enough idea. I made the one game Fatal Sword in the Great Poison Swamp. It was like a 2-hour game. This one's definitely a lot longer than a 2-hour game, but it's been fun to make. Yeah. There's a lot of things I've been doing that are like anything I've made here is completely applicable to any other future game project. Like if I call it want to make anything that, you know, has any of these mechanics, I know how to do them because I've, you know, already learned how to do them. I know how to do these things. So like you can't even call this like just a silly waste of time. We're learning as we're going as well. All my Steam games were made in Rome. Yeah, games are getting very big now. Very, very big. And Unreal Engine definitely has a lot of stranglehold over my desktop, my computer's storage space. This is the one side of this. You don't want to fall off because doing it this back and forth. I started to say it earlier on, but I was playing the 2004 Escape version of the game, the private server, and how like RuneScape back in the day, a lot of people would complete quests by consulting wiki or you know, the thing that site that I used was tip.it, and like how because the reason was you click on a quest in old school RuneScape, it brings up like a little quest log where it tells you the requirements, where to start it, what step you're in on this quest. In 04scape, you click the quest and it does nothing. You don't know where you are in the step. You don't know the requirements. You don't know how to start it, who to talk to start it, and all that sort of stuff. So like, making you know, doing quests back in 04 is insane that we were able to do anything. Nobody knew what they were doing. And it crashed. It was frozen for 2 hours. That's pretty insane for just. Are you importing an FBX or anything, or are you importing like the Blender file itself, which is just a basis of what the issue is? Never played RuneScape? I've played it pretty extensively over the years. I would love to play it more, but it's currently way too expensive. I can't make this jump. I not make this jump. The life of me. At the moment, I don't have an indication of where the thing is. There will be like a gust of wind particles going up. So talk to okay, about particles. For that. Nope. Get it. The little I can go down from here. Point. Did it first, but it looked like GLB. Okay, I think yeah, with Unreal Engine they like it likes FBXs. Okay, that worked. Make a trailer. GLB file. Yeah, I don't know what a GLB file. I've never used a GLB file before. I don't know what extension that is. I've already used Unreal with FBXs. Do it better with the GLB. Okay. Okay. Cool. So nice. Yeah, I already know FBXs. They're my bread and butter for project for the Unreal Engine objects. Want to grab actually the vis is it looks realistic models. I don't know if I can make realistic models either. I make cartoony stuff mostly. Do you ever write in C++? I have not. I've never really touched it. I've not got the brain for that kind of coding. It doesn't mesh well. Like I've done Flash script before in Adobe Flash. A little bit of that, but I just I'd always struggle with that, so I've not really looked into any other ones, but I use Unreal because I don't have to think about that. It's very handy being able to just use the blueprints. My art program is DSP, Studio Paint. I used to use Paint to buy, and I also used to use Photoshop before that, but Photoshop costs money for subscriptions. You don't like. I just bought the perpetual license of DSP. Oh, blah.
I am Murray, the all-powerful
Let's go that high.
Skull.
We'll go that high on that one. Animation money is something I don't have. Yeah. Isn't that the case for all of us? Oh, why do I need this? We want to go that high at least. Okay. I want to go to at least the height of. We're all looking for some of that dough. And that game dev dough sometimes, aren't we? You can imagine these are like pylons going upwards. And these are pylons. Visualize these as pylons, please. Broken pylons. They're only going this high. We'll actually make that one go only this high. Hey, no matter the quality of the animation, I've tried to think of like examples where it's not offensive as well, but like there's plenty of like, look at Baldi's Basics. Look at what Baldi's Basics artwork is, and you cannot say that didn't get viral attention. That got viral attention for what it is, not for its visuals specifically. I guess the visuals play a part into some sort of weird nostalgia that maybe people had for, like, you know, simple animation like that, but it's not winning awards for its ray tracing. Islands visualized, thank you. Need thousands of keyframes for each. I mean, probably not. Is it? It's 3D. Yeah, 3D. And there can be an aesthetic from using stepped animation, making it like it's a stop motion thing. If you wanted to, you know, there's stop animation, which limited amount of frames it can do per thing. But you know, you don't need the highest quality of thing to have a good game. It can make things look. You can always make things look nicer, but like, you don't always need things to look nicer to have a good game. A lot of focus on graphics for AAA games, and a lot of AAA games are doing amazing. You made that V2 model? I did make this myself. Currently, I've got a bit of a the ponytails should be physics, but whenever the dance animation is played on this version of my overlay, it becomes this way. But I did fix it in our version, but for some reason it's not accepting the VMC tracking, which is annoying. I can show it the other one that I made. Showed it a little bit earlier, but I guess I can show it again. The Slimami is the older version, but this is the one I'm working on at the moment for a redesign. Yeah, I'm just kind of like chipping away at it, adding like bits and pieces. Like if I just Control D here, and like add things to, you know, different parts of it, little details. So it's my side project that I'm just, you know, slowly working through. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Slowly working through it, and it will eventually replace the Slimami. The Slimami will where is it? It will have its own grave. I just want to make a model that like that, you know, yeah, just over time you slowly make sure you slowly pick up the different things on how to make good topology and whatnot. Unreal Engine's pretty nice on how many, you know, polys you can have now, so you're not like, unless you're going for like a very simple like N64 kind of look, you can add a lot more polygons where, you know, can have more deforming and it doesn't look very as weird anymore. And I don't know, I think in general the biggest topology I think you really have to worry about is just like, it'd be like the joint between the thighs and the legs and the arms and the chest and the face in general. Like, those are the only key things I think about when I'm, you know, really trying to worry about it. You can also think about the bends of the arms as well. Like anywhere that has to bend is where you just have to think about topology. Let's see if I've got it on that model. I don't know if I've gone through it or not, but edge flow is more important than poly count. Yeah. Like if you look here, I've got like, you can kind of see here underneath everything. Let me just isolate it. How you've got like the back of this is thicker than this part here, and you've got that here as well, where it's just, you know, you're thinking about where the edge flow, where it's going, sort of thing, where it's going to deform. You think about those things. Well, my property like when I go into edit mode, no matter how many polygons it has. Well, that could be an issue. I currently have a subdivision multiplier on it, so like if you turn that off, you can kind of see like the differences. It's like this is what kind of, I guess, this is the best way to explain the importance of topology, where like the general shape of it doesn't change when you're, it does somewhat, you know, but like it doesn't change the way you want it to look by turning it off and on, you know. That's where like the topology, you know, really comes into play there. I don't know how many we have statistics. There is 259,000 tries in this scene at the moment. Probably a lot of it is from this. Yeah, yeah. That's why I don't know if I want to have this mesh thing. It goes from 259,000 to 133,000 triangles. This thing is more polys than the rest of the entire body. Yeah. Which is why I don't know if I want to keep that. Or if I did, I'd have to like try to just keep the mesh part and maybe cull back like a lot of these like just have the plane of it, or you know, make a plane and like bake that onto a plane instead, or just, you know, figure it out. I could I guess merge them together and create a high poly thing and like make a normal map so that it gives that effect. That's another option, I guess. It just depends on how well Unreal Engine wants to handle that. I don't even know. It'll be funny to find out. And I don't want to look into here. I want to look into the here Unreal Engine here, which is why these are just sausages. Yeah, at about half. Yeah, the original you know, the little ponytail on my thing here is pretty. I think it's pretty optimized for like how big it is, like compared to the rest of some of the other things. The biggest poly count was probably the goopy flows because of all of how goopy all over the place it is. If I turn the subdivision off, it would turn into a queue. Damn. Yeah, that's a lot of subdivision. Yeah, I try to keep it as subdividing on until I want to, you know, bake it out, you know, finish it and say that it's done. I'm always keeping it on. I'm definitely not turning it off until like the very end. But this here going into the back. Well, but the body's all under there, so I can. The reason why I wanted to do, because if the character that I have now, that there's nothing under in the pants of the legs, there's no legs and such. So I wanted to have something that was like, you know, something I could divine. If I wanted to have more outfits, I could have more outfits. So that's why I've been redesigning this one. How do you make the textures? Oh, it's permanent. Oh, yeah. That's why I don't play that. Yeah. That's why if you're gonna apply a subdivision, sometimes it's good just to have just to duplicate it and then hide that one, just so you can have a way to go back on that thing if you have to at some point as well. Lumen sharing really doesn't like poly swirls. Yeah, I'm still like an absolute novice when it comes to the lighting. I chuck in a directional light and say that's my lighting for now. that's my lighting. But I use if I'm doing hand painted textures, I'll just use you know, Clip Studio Paint. But if I want to do you know, more detailed stuff, I'd use Substance Painter, which is a paid program. Like, you can get a subscription of it, or you can get a paid version of it. But it's a very powerful tool. I made the Gooby. The Gooby was made that way. This Gooby's Gooby. Yeah, you can see how, like, you look at this is all the different channels. But I think that's your either your roughness or your metallic. One of these or the other. It's one of these. These all represent different channels of the texture, the Gooby, because you only need like the one for each of them, and that's how you can that's how Substance Painter like reduces the we call it the textures you need into like into the same things. What is yeah, I'm Substance Painter. I'm still learning as well. I've used it for things, but I've never actually like fully dived into it. A non-subscription version of substance. It has been bleeding me for no good reason. That's why I can't justify it. I know it's expensive, but just buy a perpetual license, and then it's like, okay, you got the perpetual license, but it's only for that version. Let's just throw Adobe. And imagine a universe where Adobe didn't own these things. Think of all the amount of creativity that could be happening. But no, they want to stranglehold creative people, even though there are options out there. Now, I did hear about another one. I don't remember its name, but there are a few other ones out there, I think. Good for baking. Yeah, I've used it a little bit. Right, the most I've used it for was my spaceship project that I've got for a never realizing. Well, it's never coming to fruition. Lore video that I want to make. Yeah, if somehow I can put a game on stream and make money, I can buy substance paid on Steam around the subscription. Yeah, I don't know what the rule is. I don't know. It always makes me wonder, like, if you state you use a program and then like you release the game and then like do they come after you and you're like, hey, we don't have any records of you using our buying our software? Did they police that, or do they just, you know, do they have to, you know, prove? You have to prove, is there some like signature on these texture files that like lets people know that these were used, that these were made using the X program? I always wonder about these things. There's a lot of running around in circles. So far we've used the Alien and the Glide, and there'll be W-ups as well that come in handy. We've got bonks we can do as well. I remember that I've got... I don't know if my flan's ready or not. I can never know when it's a good time to have my flan. I've got flan there. And... Goodbye, bot. Yeah. I give it a few days before I want to, you know, eat it. Which one do I go? This way. Yes, this.
I am Murray, the all-powerful demonic
I'm being a good slime and not eating my flan yet. Negative 3,000. I'm gonna get this onto like get back onto the grid. I don't even know if the this isn't even on a grid. The grid properly. You know, we one who hates ZBrush, who uses ZBrush hates money at all. It's ZBrush is very powerful. Like there's things that I want to do in Blender that I used to be able to do in ZBrush very easily. I can't really do them anymore because I don't have this. There's not quite the same stuff, or I just haven't found it or learned how to do it. You know, well, I'm eating on flat ups. Oh god, well, everyone says that. Just let me enjoy my flan, please. It's so good. Is it really cannibalism? Is it though? Is the flan made of me? It's like if a human ate a monkey, and you call that cannibalism? Jeez. Blender's got a good sculpting thing going on now, but it's still definitely not on a wrong. It's wrong. It's still nowhere near on par with ZBrush. That is the unfortunate truth. On. Things off. It's a Spanish flan, and it's got like a just pure sugar sauce. If you know kinship, not towards a flan. Flan's an edible thing. Although I guess many people want to eat me. Plenty of people have stated they want to eat. Want to have asked, "What does your slime taste like?" What does your flesh taste like, huh? It's a personal question. You think I go around... Don't you think I've actually eaten myself? Do you think I've eaten myself to know what I taste like? Give it a zero. I feel like there's stuff that I can't do well in Blender's copy. Yeah. The biggest thing I like I've got a plugin that I hoped it would be kind of the replacement for Z-spheres in Blender, called B-spheres, but it doesn't quite feel the same as Z-spheres. Z-spheres are really good for like getting a good, structure going on. I might just drag them. Change the model, which is very big. Yeah, you gotta worry about scales and everything. Thankfully, with a lot of the programs that I use that do the VRM stuff, they scale it pretty well. Like I keep it pretty scaled down anyway, but they do it to a certain units. They export on a specific unit so that it applies to Unreal Engine units. There's been plenty of times where I imported things they're just gigantic or something. I've used Unity for VRM stuff, not for actually making games. Another benefit of being I'll let you do what you want to do in the privacy of your own home. I'm all good. I don't need to keep myself. I'm all good on that. Yeah, reference. Yeah. You want to hit that bonk. Find out you can make a point and click game Unreal. Oh yeah, you can make anything in Unreal. You just have to make it. Like it's people like associate okay, let me bring it up. I don't know if I've mentioned this. This is the gosh darn it. This was the game that I made in Unreal Engine. Try to bring up chat again. That's too big. Yeah, people try to associate Unity and Godot and such as being like the 2D engines, but like this, it can do 2D pretty well. And considering this was actually one of my first projects that I made, that I fully completed to this degree and released. So like, what's we call it? You can make whatever you want to make. It's just you have to, yeah. Buy now. That's an old one. You don't have to buy it. You can get it for free. You can download it for free from here. I can't do a point and click. Not like but like yeah. This is what I'm saying. That like you can like all that you need to like have your character to see player controller. You get the player controller. Hit result. Under cursor. You get a hit result under cursor. You break that. Say it's an actor that you want to walk over to and, you know, interact with. You just go hit actor once. If that like, you'd create a system where you'd have an interaction interface. So like, if it has you want to tell it to just like do a thing. If you click on this thing, it'll have a thing to do. Pause that ad for a second just while I explain. Like, that's how you just get the point. That's the point and click part of it, just entirely there. You point on a thing, you click on it, you show cursor. So like, that's another thing. Show cursor. Cursor. Show mouse cursor. Now you can see your mouse no matter what you're doing, and then you can click on a thing. It'll move to that thing and interact with that thing. Have it in FNAF here. Only use click team for one. I don't know what click team is, but yeah, that's how you could make. That's how you can have some form of like, you know, click point and click adventure. Entirely just these three nodes, and you've got your point and click. You'd have to have it like set up your character to like walk over to things and whatnot. Yeah. Oh god, I missed a bit here. Everything is a bit lumpy. Yeah, you know. I had someone say that they thought my stream was Unity because Unreal can do stylized. Okay, Unreal can't do stylized graphics. Yeah, I think Unreal Engine can probably do it more efficiently than Unity. I think Game Engine's reputation. Well, I don't know. There's people out there in Unity that could probably make it look as good as Unity as Unreal, but you know, well, that aren't me. Game Engine's reputation is established by lowest effort thing to make with them as. Yeah, I guess that is the case here. I mean, like, look at Undertale was made in RPG Maker, but it's like how big Undertale is as a franchise. In Fusion, most people haven't heard. Yeah, is it like another? Is it like a specifically point and click game engine? Boom, 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 boom. I have 1 second right there. How far out do we have to go? Let's add some markers to understand where we want to be. Play from here. Do I need yeah, because of the life. That's because Unreal Engine is almost just as bad as that. I mean, look at how many free things they give away every month. Well, they've actually, I think they culled it back to like one less thing per month, but like before they used to give like four things. Now it's 3. But yeah, they used to they give away lots of free stuff. So like, there's so many assets on Unreal Engine Marketplace as well. So like, there's plenty of asset flips all over the place. Just look at Steam. Steam's like riddled with it. One thing I did see was okay. Let me see if I can find it. Whoever I linked it to last. And find the image. Okay. Oh. Over there. Okay. Close that. 1 second. 1 second. Let me just find the thing. There we go. Okay. This is what was on the Nintendo official Nintendo eShop. God damn it! What did I just grab? I don't know what I just grabbed. This is on the official Nintendo eShop thing. I'm just like, does anything on it like it? I took a look at the videos and like the assets on it. It's all like just asset flip stuff for sure, and like it's just like they're using this AI image on here of like Pokemon things. It's like, how do they get away with this on like the Nintendo store? I'm baffled by that. There has to be no checks anymore on that sort of thing. Ad's starting soon. They've stolen, yeah, they've totally stolen their entire catalog of games are games that they've stolen from other people. They just either like get the source code and like make it themselves with that source code or whatever. Or they just make a really bad version of it. It's absolutely insane that it exists on the store. I'm just like, huh? Why are these not taken down? These are obviously... I don't know. I don't get... Like, before, the Nintendo store used to be pretty solid, right? Like, in 3DS and whatnot. Like, I don't see anything like that. But, like, for some reason on Switch, they've just given up any sort of, like, you know... any sort of, you know, quality check. Authenticity check of anything. Would that even be to be replaced with lemonade? I'm pretty sure right now. What do I have? Yeah, it's just like it's crazy what is allowed on that store now. Where'd that Nintendo seal of approval go? Like quality assurance. Bring it back. Okay. Yeah, we're over here. What are we doing? What are we doing while we're over here, huh? I'm trying to think about all the things that mechanics of things that we've learnt. All the things we have to do now. I want to add more. We're gonna add a nicer surface here. Too much. Too little. Oh. Right there. Yeah, this is the biggest level, so the final level, so it's gonna be important to be like a culmination of like all the things learned up until now. Like you see this, you know it's the icy surface. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. I made it uneven, didn't I? Damn you. That switch. I missed the sound for that. I was taking a look at Heaven's Ward and like how long it takes to beat Heaven's Ward. Like, I wonder if I can, like, you know, do it in like a month easily. And it's like 70 to like 80 hours depending on like how much more content you do as well. That's a lot of hours. If I did Final Fantasy 14 again, I'd definitely have to dedicate a lot of time to it. Beat can. Oh, 0.5 stays there. Right, that's how I'm supposed to scale it. I've scaled it wrong on the other ones that I've done. It's out. Might make it a bit bigger. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen everyone being very happy with the new content, or like been getting into it. I've just been, if you couldn't tell, I've been in the game dev mood recently, which is why I haven't really been playing any games. I was like, yeah, I should, like, you know, see if there's a game I want to play. And I looked at my library. I'm just like, really isn't anything that's like catching my. Oh, that is actually too quick. It really isn't anything that's like making me want to, you know, play anything right now. Like, I just haven't got that bug to like it. Well, I guess more specifically to stream something. Like I said, I was playing a little bit of RuneScape. But I don't think you're even allowed to play the RuneScape private servers on stream, so I definitely can't stream it. Gotta go. Bye. Goodbye, Mr. Carrot. You're stopping by, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'm stuck in Monster Hunter. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, you got the Monster Hunter, you got the Reaper, a lot of games out right now that everyone's playing. And I'm just like, I just haven't got that bug, you know. I haven't got that bug. I'm too busy thinking about how I'm making these games and how to and playing games to compensate your game. I don't need it. Gamers don't need cards unless you're a TCG player or playing Triple Dryad. Right, I could just hop onto it from there. Why am I trying to jump to it? Yeah, well, hey, like, at least that's a part of the puzzle. Like, you decide to work it through, you wait for the thing, you gotta try and think of when to jump off, and you miss it. Ah, can't even beat my own simple puzzles of like jumping onto a thing. You beat TCG card shops. Yeah, I never played it. I don't play. Like, I looked at them and I was like, again, I get stuck on the like, what's the end game here? I guess the game itself is the as we call it, the fun, you're playing the game, and I guess I'm just in a weird mood where like the game that I'm playing has to have some sort of like end reason for that I'm playing it. Ah! Yeah, I guess I guess I need to update my Facebook status for my relationship with games too. It's complicated. I remember for it. Like, which one? For it's an asset. Yeah, I feel like maybe it had some. Like they had an idea. Like I even had a shop simulator idea that I wanted to do, but I never made it. It was gonna be like an arcade one where you like yeah, I could always still make it, depending on if someone like steals the idea before for me. But it was gonna be like an arcade game where you a simulator thingy where you'd place train games, was well basketball hoop throwing game, you know, all the sorts of like things you'd find in an arcade, and you can like buy the you have to buy the prizes for them, so you can get like cheap ones, good ones, bad ones, you know, all that sort of stuff, and like you can rig the output of like how much you want this game to win and all that such, and then people would come through, and that was the idea of the game. Official hates gamers. Oh, I'm for the gamers. Trust me, I'm making a game for the gamers. But it's a roguelike. Surprise, yeah, I get that. Ooh. It could be like a. Oh, yeah. I was just thinking like doing like a Twiworks arcade simulator where like as you're playing, like the guests that come through are like all named people and everything, all people from chat, and then you can like rip on chat for their bad ability to play a game, or if they like cleaned you out of all your prizes, you can like there'd be a lot of streamable moments for that, you know. A stream funny game. It'd be a sticky hand. What's sticky hand? I like. I don't know. To me, the prizes. I mean, like the actual like you know customers, not the, the prizes. I mean, I guess you could be one if you really wanted to. Ooh, a sash combo. Maybe one from a claw machine. Sure. You can be a co-developer, and we can use all your Sippy models as prizes. That will make good plushy prizes. I need someone persistent can the 10,000 ticket prize. Yeah. What prizes do you say? You're twisting my words. You can all be. You're all a prize. You get to be a prize. You get to be a prize. Everybody gets to be a prize. I don't know how you do. Because there's I don't know if you've seen the game Get to Work. You're basically on rollerblades, and you're like you can hold on to something, and then like as you're like holding on to it, it like gives you the force of like how long. I don't think it's just a launch. Might not. It might be just a launch, but like it has a system where it travels based on the speed of like the platform that you're on. It like go faster, or it could just be a launch. Now that I think about it, I think fancy where it does like actually like add your like it does add your speed to it as you're going off of it. So like at the moment, whenever you jump on this thing, you just go up into the air. I don't know how you'd have it so that it remembers the it calculates the force of you on it. So like if I jump up now, I'm just gonna like go into the end. Like I was thinking like, is there a way to make it so that it remembers that? In gifting sub, you can be a harder to get. Damn, pay to win, pay to win. Wait, an arcade simulator XD, so you win a prize and damn. I don't know about that one. we don't. Well, I did. Yeah. Depends on like you'd have to have Yeah. You'd how would you? My brain's thinking about that. Cannot compute. Saying we're commodities. That's the word. The only thing that needs to go in the mouth right now is flan. This going is play speed. Play speed isn't affecting this at all, is it? This rotation. Wait, what's the play rate then? Ah, damn it. Not allowed. That made me say things. Not until I add the AI thing, the quote unquote AI thing that I wanted to add with the slime army. Then it'll do like funny redeems. That's part of the game, within a game of watching Asylum streams, but that's not implemented yet. That's to be released. So that's at a better speed, more fair speed, I guess. Now that it's a more fair speed, I think I might actually will rotate it upwards.
You're all commodities to me. Slime 2025.
Did I say that? I think I said they're saying we're commodities. You can't get me. I'm a super smart slime. Oh. Commodities? My brain's too fast. I'll try to create puzzles. Follow what I said like 10 seconds ago. Needed to be there, didn't it? I have caused confusion by using the non-specific pronoun. Having these things like yeah, it's really not hard to cause confusion on this slime. I definitely don't have resistance to the confusion. Not my oh. there actually Pokemon that have confusion resistance? I don't think now. The problem, it's really hard to do this right now because there's like no depth perception of where I'm at right now in space. I might put a texture down the bottom just to have, see if that helps right now, because I can't wait. Judge it a little bit. A little harder to judge. Plane. No, we need a plane. Flying platform's gonna be ice too. Yeah, if I really hated people, I guess I could. See. It is the final level. I always try to think about how far back you get set when you are doing a puzzle. Like at the moment, like you'd have to go back here, redo these things in order to do that. I want to draw a fruity themed
Talk to the hand, mortal.
You have the power. Create the future you want to see. And tempo, intense confusion. Okay, yeah, like my knowledge with Pokemon and like, you know, trading, capturing them, and you know, using them is like, this one looks cool. I like this one. That's what that's why I use it. Like, this one's cute. I like this one. I'm using this one. What's it do? I don't care. It looks cute. Which really helped me out with Sun and Moon and Primarina. Primarina like wiped a lot of campaign in that game. It was pretty cool. No, right, I'd have to do. Water. See if that helps with my depth perception issues. Being such a big texture doesn't help as well. Does it help? Kinda does. Having a reference of like where you're actually moving. I think it's helping. These are white as well, it doesn't help, but I've got to have these like, I'm trying to keep things simple right now while streaming because I want to make OBS angry. That word. That's too far that way. Needs to be 180, not 190. Ooh. Oh, the water is transparent. No? Oh no, that's just the grid that I can see underneath there. What? Why can I see grid? We're creating one last one just so I know where the where to jump off onto. Okay. Grab the thing, we grab the modeling. Go cube grid. I always hit reset no matter what now. I ain't chancing it. Cool. Try to keep it all as one thing as well. I think they said don't do that, but I do that anyway. Because I break the rules. Frontier Super 5, 6, 9, 10. Get it back. But I went on the wrong thing, but it doesn't actually matter until how far away. Oh no, no, too close. Opposite. That's fine. That's fine. It's too... Oh, it's too close because it was the wrong one. That's why. That's as far as away as it'll be. Just got a test. I wonder if you can get to that one from here. You know what you do when you discover if there's going to be a collision? You add something in the way. Why won't you drop the... because in modeling mode? You add a... Wow. There we go. Now you can't possibly beat. Still could, I guess, but goes through there, doesn't it? Move these ones out just a bit more. Be able to reach there from here, right? Try to keep it far enough away that you can reach it, but also you want to have them, you know, be able to reach, not skip a platform. That's been the thing, is when the more abilities I've given Deadsun to like actually maneuver around and whatnot, it's been harder to, you know, have to scale things much bigger, because everything's just so much like, you can scale, you can jump and glide a lot longer, so the maps get bigger just by, in general, by that. Heck. You're not a natural kill. I used to have really curly hair when I was younger, and then I still used to have in high school I used to have pretty long hair. Oh, okay, I guess that platform just goes into that thing. I don't want it all, is it? But you can still get to it, but that's not the plan. I guess that could be part of the thing, is get through there. I think I've really thought this one through, have I? Slime hasn't thought something through. Oh, big shock there. Wavy and long. Yeah, I used to have long hair, and I dyed it like black with red highlights. What are you like red streaks of in it as well. Thinking things through. Who would ever want to? Don't ever think things through. I think you think for any of these like levels, I've actually, like, you know, gone through a giant GDD and like thought about what I want to do with each of these things. No, I hit stream and then I make the thing on stream. That's how I've made these levels. But I did say earlier on there, like, if I could make it differently, I would cancel. That almost was an issue. I almost added that to the plane. Every plane in that was that actor. Yeah, that could have been an issue. What was I starting to say? If I was going to do it differently, I would have given all the abilities straight off the bat and then made every level more diverse in that sense. And like where it wasn't just focused around one mechanic. And like figured out whatever the bolts were for later. That's one way I could have done it as well. Instead of just this being the one world where like every sort of mechanic is useful, but I think I also came to the conclusion that I can just add a little extra Goldie bolts up to the other levels. You can get like 2 or 3 Goldie bolts per level. You can go back into those levels and with the abilities you have now and be able to actually get them because you have all the abilities that you have now. So like, yeah, it's not the end of the world that it only focuses on one sort of thing. I guess it's not really focusing. It's more introducing them each of those levels. Okay, if I was gonna do it again, I'd do 1 level per mechanic. Dancey, dance. I was like, why am I hearing like 2 different songs? It's like, okay, there's actually 2 different songs. No, sorry, it's the same track, but it's like 2 different things, different beats going on. Small, so small on here. Wow. What do we want to add on here? We've got so many things, but not really a thing to do. Anything in my current brain. What's the feet cam? The feet cam. It's the what the box says. The feet cam. It was requested, so I added it. Unfortunately, we don't have a goth. A transform. Okay, I accidentally added transform back. Transform isn't actually a command anymore. I've scammed you. I'm sorry. I'll be sure to replace those points. I'll refund them. Yeah, I added that in because I must have added that in back in when I was re-enabling all the rewards. Forgot what I even had in my own redeems apparently. I don't got no goth mode. I actually had a made version, but I don't think I did that one up. The whole point of going to just the slime army was the point that like everything was getting too hard to manage the forms and animations. And look at that, I didn't even end up making any more animations. The point was to make so I could make animations for the slime army, and I haven't done that because I've been doing other things. what's this giant structure gonna be? A giant stone wall. Why not? Okay, yep, okay, cool. I knew that it wasn't gonna be on the same thing. I wish you guys all good next. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for stopping by. Gonna dev away. We're in the mines. In the dev mines. We overshot it just a bit. Ow! Launcher. Rocket launcher. I'm getting bugs. Windows open. Moths and whatnot. I haven't. Yeah, I guess I haven't stated it anywhere specifically other than Discord, but my intention is to try and stream daily for April, and that's not an April Fool's. That was my problem. I had the idea of like wanting to say this, but like. Because it's April, I didn't want people to think it's an April Fool's and like, you know, think I'm just making a joke or anything like that. But I want to try and stream daily for. There's only one day that I'm uncertain on, because I got like a real world thing that I'm doing for that day. But for the most part, every day should be okay, I think. Close. Close.
Could you pick me up so I can bite you?
No, not pick you up, Murray. Who? Close. I need a. Just 7,000. 43. Do I go 43 or 41? Now it's too. Not as powerful. 45. 7,300. Good enough. Okay. Cube. Bump. Bump. Dump. Oh. What are we doing in here? We've created a space, but we never think about what we have to do with these spaces, do we? What kind of heighting are we working with here? So we're gonna do regular height down in. Okay. Okay. Oh, cancel. Cube grid. Trying to get over to here. There's the goal. Gonna... Yep. Control Z instead of just fixing it normally, and it just thinks about it's like, why'd you do that to me? Got 2, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Fine. Overthink it. What do we want to do in here? The platform. Let us flippin' aliens. Pressure point. Do a thing, apparently it don't do a thing. What does destroys? It destroys the thing. It's because that's the doors. Let's cut this in half. That is. In half. Our plan. Our grand master plan. That's our grand master plan. Isn't there one that the alien can only stand on? Combination plataforma BP Phantom flipper rotating shortcut. Oh. Yeah. Rotate it. And then we go to this one. That direction. Big thing in the way so you can't cheat it. We can get to? Probably not. Then the middle there. And there. This is the wrong one, isn't it? I need the self-disappearing one. Grab you. These are the ones that are spawned in by aliens. I need the one that's over on another one. Oh, no. Self-disappearing. Asset actions. Replace. Actions with self-disappearing ones. I forgot that I added that's the problem with the camera at the moment. The camera's I need to figure out the delay on it returning. Camera is getting clipped through a lot of things, making it hard to do a little bit of platforming. Yeah, it clips through. Really annoying. Alright, let me grab these. And change. Point 5 is slower, right? 2 to 3 times. Oh. What broke there? These had collision. Oh, problem solved. Why am I here? Damn you. Thank you for being still selected on the right thing. What? Yeah, the Get up. Get up there. Get up there now. And all you need is just a little bit extra. Oh. 1. Oh, apparently just touching it is going to activate it. That's not ideal, but oh yeah, that's the big issue that I'm having right now. Is the camera is getting clipped through things that it won't want it to. Awful. Just like going back and forth between being able to see and not. Golly gosh. Okay. Now that we're up here, we have to do another thing while we're up here. But 5. I think that was 5, right? Ouchie. The same concept. We're trying to get up there, but we need to find the way to get up there. What things do we have? We try and create a weird, a mini MC-ish. MC-ish. Only a 1-up at the moment. This one might be again the concept of what we need to do. This is what we actually need to do. Because we're just trying to create a puzzle. 4x4. Think about how to space this out properly. Oh. Need a little bit of space to work with as well. By choosing the right directions, I guess. Different options to go forward, and otherwise they'll just send you back. That could be a thing. Like, yeah. That one there. That one will take you to this spot here. Oh, cancel. Did I just... Okay, they were all their own separate things, cool. Right, so this one, keep these due to this one, then like, say, these will go back to there. And then an actual one will take you forward. Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. You'll go through probably 2 layers of that. 1 layer here, then another layer up this way, going through different things, different teleporters to go to different things, and then slowly work your way up to get to the top. Be on the top. That's the thing. This isn't going to be the easiest level to say it's done now. I just don't know when to call it for this one. We'll have to create like another shortcut so that like when you die here, like it actually resets the shortcut. You know what this entire thing is missing? I know exactly what this part of the game is missing.
Could you pick me up so I can bite you?
Need to have a giant gooby watching over. Isn't that great? the specular, there's something going wrong. The roughness is going crazy with the sun right now. With this thing, it kind of rushes the model, but yeah, that could be there for this level. Yeah. If you ever lost and need a landmark, here is Gooby. Awesome. what was missing from this level. Giant goob. We'll have to pluck away at this level for sure. Bit by bit, add the mechanics of the rest of everything. Have a completely a little bit of what I've done is already just stuff that's just basic. You think about how to combine these abilities a bit more, because the first one I had the alien plus, you know, gliding and stuff. Bonk hasn't really come into play yet. I need to do some more stuff with Bonk. Maybe some more physics-based stuff. I know Deadsun did one bowling, so I could probably do a bowling thingy on top here. Do like a bowling alley where you gotta like knock down the 10 pins or something. Figure it out. Gotta knock them all down in a certain and make sure that yeah, I'd have to do the bowling mechanics for that. Yeah, thing, sure. Yeah. I think I might just call it there for today though. We're gonna be doing attempting daily streams for April, so expect me tomorrow for sure. Expect me, but you know, things could always go awry. Let us look for a raid target. Anyone streaming that I want to raid right now? Let me just mute my browser real quick. We can raid Staria, who's doing some 3D modeling right now. Sounds like a good plan. Say goodbye to the YouTube side. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Bam. And we're gonna